are very resilient, but met with many mothers who are very emotional, having lost their children. Met with a beautiful, inspiring older couple who spoke so much about how they felt that so much had been washed away in the flood, and they didn't know if they'd ever in their lifetime have a decent home again, whether they would ever have their life back. So they were very, very moving, and I'm very moved by them, and I hope that I'm able to today and tomorrow be able to do something to help bring attention to the situation for all of the people in need in Pakistan, and I'll continue to do so through UNHCR, and thank you very much for your time.
Angelina, you have seen the devastation, you have seen the catastrophe, and you've seen the victims. What do you appeal to the world? What do these victims need for?
Well, I'd like to get a greater sense of the details of what's been asked for, what appeals have been made, what has not been made, the different countries, and that's what I'll be working on tonight at UNHCR office. I mean, there's a general statement to ask for people to assist, but I think there's something much bigger going on here, and these kind of conflicts that continue to happen. We see them around the world, and it's how prepared we are. It's how we address them, and it's how when we do address them, we understand that they are not fleeting situations when the headlines go away and the media goes away, that these are very, very long extended situations that need our constant support for a very, very long time.
What's your experience as you visit the whole world and you see this devastation? So what's your experience after seeing this devastation? What did you saw in the camps today? You visited almost some of the camps in this area. You know, the people are suffering and the government are kind of saying that they have not received any cash amount from any donor agency or from the international community. So what do you say? The situation is going to worsen more and more. And what can you do for these people?
Okay. I was trying to answer all your questions, but I said I just met with people. I'm very emotional. I've just come from the fields, and I wasn't prepared for a press conference. So I'm going to do my best. From what I understand, this situation is on a scale that we've not really seen the likes of. It is on such a huge scale. It is an extraordinarily complex situation. It is not just the floods. As I said, it is still, there have been 3 decades of people, 3 decades, Pakistan has hosted Afghani people, and graciously, and there are still 1.7 million Afghan people here who have needs particular to refugee needs. Their needs need to be addressed. There are people displaced by the floods, and they've lost their homes, and the flood water was as high as this ceiling when you see the mark, and I was surprised by that, and their needs need to be addressed, and all of their homes are washed away, and it's not just a tent that's washed away in somebody's mind, it's a home, and it's collapsed, and it's mud, and it's their entire life. Many of them lost their children during the floods. So there's irreparable damage. And then here we're in a situation where these people are displaced from conflict, from the wars. So there are many different parts to the needs in Pakistan. So I would ask people to make sure that they don't forget that as they address these needs. And so there'll be many different appeals going out for different things, and I know UNHCR has a large appeal, and I'm hoping it will be met. I'm encouraging it to be met by governments, by individuals, and I think anybody that can do something should do something, and so that's where we stand. But mainly also not just to ask for funds, to ask for people to be open to understanding the complexities of this situation and really get an education on it and understand that this is not going to just be addressed with one quick appeal.
We also visited this camp here in January. You know, most of the people who are here are from Bajawan and they are waiting for rehabilitation. And the government has not yet been able to rehabilitate them and to return, to have them in returning to their home because they are homeless, they don't have any home. So what do you think, what should be done for the international community, what the donor agency should do to let them return to
Well, I mean, in situations like this, I've just come on the ground. I've been to Pakistan 4 times, but I've just come on the ground this time. And these are questions I'm asking myself. So I'm going to be asking UNHCR these questions. I'm going to be speaking with the government tomorrow. And I'm going to try to do the best I can to try to get a handle on it and know what is the right thing to ask for on behalf of these people. But I don't know at this time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was the goodwill